Welcome back to the Harley Davidson Show. Today, me and my friend Zachary Snyder are going to talk about the most epic of motorcycles.
Oh!
You see this hog right here, Zach? This right here is a BM 32 Extreme model.
Yeah?
Of motors. I don't know. Welcome back to Fire Red.
Welcome back. Yo, I like motorcycles, TBH. Fun fact.
When's the last time you've been on a motorcycle?
I've never been on a motorcycle.
That's not good.
But like aesthetically, I think they're really dope pieces of vehicles.
All right, we're on the bike road.
Here we go.
Here we are.
What do you want?
What do you want, man? What do you want?
We want, bitch.
What do you want, ho?
So when I was a child, I used to watch a lot of TV shows with my dad. And they would be like shit on Discovery Channel and History Channel and that kind of shit, right?
Right.
And one of the shows that we watched all the time was American Chopper.
Oh.
Which is, do you know?
Can't say I've seen it
show?
before. I know what the show is, but I've never sat down and watched an episode before.
So it's about it's about a father and son named Paul Tuttle Sr. and Paul Tuttle Jr.
God bless.
And they run a bike shop called Orange County Choppers, and they fight a lot, but they make a bunch of custom bikes, and so like I enjoyed watching it for the custom bikes, but then you got that drama angle of a father and son fighting all the time, and somehow
it's like a CW show, but for motorcycles.
I'll bet. Somehow me and my dad bonded over it.
Wow.
So,
what a happy story.
That's cool. Yeah.
Did he ever ride bikes? Was he a biker?
No.
Yeah.
I think he would want to, but
He
just can't. He got health issues and like he getting old. Like he's in his 50s and shit.
Right. That's perfect. That's perfect biking time.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just about having the money to get that bike.
Right. They're expensive.
They are very
and you got to keep upkeep on it and shit and all this sort of stuff. My worry, right? This is anxiety Aden talking right now. Like the idea, like I hate driving normally in a truck, but the idea of being in a tiny vehicle that could just be crushed to death in an instant, not through any faults of my own, but through bad driving on other people's part.
Right.
And I have no protection from that. That kind of takes all the thrill out of it for me personally. But I know for other people, like they enjoy that. They like the risk. They play it safe and they know what to do. But I would just be worried all the time. So it's not for me.
I'm definitely mixed on it myself because it's like on one hand I can't drive yet. Like I don't have a driver's license. So like even me saying I want to ride a motorcycle is kind of funny. But I mean, it definitely would be dope. I don't know if the risk is worth it either. It's also hard to listen to music while you're on a motorcycle.
Right.
So I can't just like jam out when you're driving, and then you have to worry about extra driving laws. And I don't really see the full purpose of it personally.
Exactly.
I would rather just like maybe one day if I had the money, just like collect them or something. I don't know.
That could be kind of cool.
Yeah, or just have like one like really cool custom bike made and
to show off.
Just to
Be
show
like
off.
he never ride it. That's just like in a garage somewhere.
I definitely learn how to ride one. Like I would like to learn how to drive one for sure. But
That could be fun.
Wouldn't be something that I would use as my main mode of transportation. I don't think.
That'd be the type of shit where like, be like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to learn how to ride a helicopter? Like, sure,
Yeah, definitely.
But would I do it? Like, no, that shit's scary.
I want to learn how to fly a plane one day.
Really?
Like, that's definitely on my list of like
shit to do.
Yeah. I just think it'd be cool. Like, and it's not like impossible to do that. It doesn't even cost a whole lot of money to get like a plane license. Come here.
Ooga booga. Hey, you just bumped me, bro. You just bumped me, bro. Why you bumping me, bro? Hideo Kojima? What are you doing on a bike? What are you doing?
I thought you were on the Postal Service.
Wow.
How you feel about that new game?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Post Office Max. The
FedEx game?
No, FedEx game.
Yeah, it looks pretty epic, honestly.
Yeah.
Looks kind of epic. I don't know. That one's interesting because it came out right around the time of Sword and Shield, and also like Sword and Shield, it had an incredible amount of flack and bad publicity.
That's true.
So it's like I really could only keep up with one controversy at a time. So I kind of just stayed in my Pokemon lane. So I have no idea if Death Stranding is even good or not.
Thanks, I forgot the name. But yeah, no, I don't know either.
The FedEx game.
I'm hearing super mixed reviews. Like literally, people like Video Game Donkey are like, "This is the worst game I've ever played," and then there's like other people that are on Twitter that are like, "This is such a phenomenal game. I fucking loved it," and I think I would probably be in the middle as well.
Well, it's like if you like Kojima, right?
Yeah.
And you like this weird art housey type shit, you'll probably like Death Stranding.
Yeah, I've never played a Kojima game, so like, I have no idea if I would like it. But I
you have nothing to base it off of. Exactly.
I think I'd be interested in the wacky aspect of it though, for sure. That would probably be my favorite part of it. And then the gameplay, I'd be like, this is boring.
It's boring. I'll do walk around with the baby.
I don't want to do this no more. If I want to walk around with a baby, I'll go have some sex first.
I guess you do got a point. Oh, these dudes have levitate.
Oh. I don't know why I got him up. That was stupid.
It don't look like it, but they do technically levitate off the ground.
Ooh, well, hold on. Can I use Fury Swipes?
It won't do as much as like Magnitude and Dig will.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just trying.
You see he growing up. He 32 now?
He is.
He's got a lot of experience.
He's just kind of chilling, not doing a lot. It's great.
I was looking up where to get Earthquake earlier, because that's his like move that we need for him. And it's a story thing later on, so once he gets that, he'll be relatively reliable.
That's pretty epic. I mentioned American Chopper, but I recently actually went back and watched an entire season of another show I used to watch with my dad as a kid.
I think I know where this is going.
I think I mentioned it on stream, but
yeah.
Fear Factor.
Oh man,
you ever watch that shit?
That was nostalgia. That would always be the thing where like I would turn to the TV and be like, "Oh, Fear Factor," and then be like, "Ew, spiders." No, never mind.
Ew, they're eating spiders. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
That show is so.
That's pretty 2000s as fuck.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You want to sum up the mid 2000s in one show, and that's it.
And it's like, on one hand, rewatching the entirety of the first season. I don't know if it's good or not, but it is entertaining. It definitely is entertaining.
Okay.
The funny thing about that though is I just randomly found a video about Joe Rogan, and it was talking about it was asking the question: is Joe Rogan a good podcast host? And I listen to the Joe Rogan podcast every once in a while. It's pretty entertaining. Occasionally.
Some good shit.
What am I doing? Full Hill or Elixir? No, Elixir. Super Potion.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna
like
need more of them soon.
Oh, for sure. Because we out here. I'm not really taking it super safe.
Yeah, we're fighting bikers, man. We're rough and dirty. We don't give a shit.
But it was like I was watching this video about Joe Rogan, and it said Joe Rogan got his money through Fear Factor, and I was like, what? When?
Really?
How? Turns out the host of Fear Factor is Joe Rogan.
Really? I don't remember that.
I did not fucking know that.
I didn't either.
But yeah,
that's cool.
There's like an entire 7 seasons, and then I think he got brought back for a couple of other seasons that I couldn't find on Hulu or anything. I'm over here dying. I need to just change out. What am I doing? And then they re-brought the. Oh, okay. We're good.
Yeah, we're dying anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
We're near Celadon anyway, so we can heal right away. No big deal.
That's true. But yeah, they brought back the show recently on MTV, and they got Ludacris as the host, which is funny as fuck.
Why not? Sure.
Right? But yeah, no, it was Joe Rogan. 7 fucking seasons.
I had no idea.
And I mean, dude hadn't really. He got a little bit bigger. I don't know if that's. I don't know how much of it's muscle or what, but like
fat.
Or fat. It could be both, but like.
Right. It's hard to tell.
It's still Joe Rogan. It still sounds just like him. It's funny.
That's crazy. I had no idea. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now you all know. The Joe Rogan podcaster was actually on a TV show. Who would have thought?
Yeah. That's how he made all his money. And then he was like, all right, I'm just going to do podcasting for the next 12 years. And here we are.
Wow. Crazy how that shit connects.
It is. Fear Factor is like wild and so. I used to think that as a kid, like I would do it.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I was like, when I get older, I'm going to do Fear Factor.
Oh, okay.
But there's like two main reasons why I wouldn't do that now.
Sure, go for them.
Number one is I would prefer not to eat a hissing cockroach alive.
Never.
Like never even once at all.
No.
Like $50,000 is nice. And sure, if I found myself in that position, like I probably would, because $50,000 is a decent amount of money. But
absolutely.
You also have to do like two other things. So like for that to be the final thing. Oh, okay.
You can just fight whoever up and down the road.
But that's 1 out of 3 things that I have to do. Plus I have to be successful at the other 2 things. So I'd rather not take that chance. Number 2.
Yeah, I would never do that, ever.
Yeah.
That's always what put me off of the show, even as a kid.
The bugs and the weird food, ball testicles.
It almost felt like torture shit. Like, why the fuck is this?
Right?
What kind of NDA agreement you gotta sign to like legally be okay if something horrible happens to you? Which inevitably will.
So I found out a lot of the quote-unquote food that they ate on that show, all of it was FDA approved.
Oh.
Technically, live hissing cockroaches is FDA approved.
Right.
I don't know how.
For us.
I guess they
in other cultures, maybe.
Maybe. I'm assuming they like bred them or something. To like, you know, bred them in like a little safe place, so it's not just we just found these homies on the ground. You know, like I don't think that's that, but the other reason I wouldn't do Fear Factor is I'm fat, right?
Right.
And like some of the things they have these people doing is like shit that I couldn't physically do. Like
I wouldn't have expected that one, but you know what? You gotta have a point.
The first episode, the last challenge, they have a car suspended from the sky, and you're on like you're in like a hoist type thing. So like I wouldn't be afraid of like dying or falling. That wouldn't be my issue. It'd be like performing the task, which is this car is like it's up in the sky, it's slanted. They want you to crawl out of the front seat, climb the truck or climb the car, get to the back, take a key out of the trunk, go back around the front, go to the very front of the car, take another key, get back inside the car. Limit, right? It's under a time limit. You got to do it faster than anybody else, and then honk the horn. God. Fun fact: it's also raining while you're doing this. They literally have water on this car.
Oh my god!
And I'm like,
yeah, none of that.
No.
That's just asking for a lawsuit. I don't know how they got away with that. They probably did.
This is the first champ we've seen. That's so.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. Look at him.
Again, like you wouldn't die. Maybe you would get hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just wouldn't be able to do that. Maybe if I trained for it, then sure, I'd do it.
Right.
But
like I would love to do like a Wipeout or an American Ninja Warrior type shit where it's like fun obstacle course shit.
Same actually.
And the worst that happens is like I fall in the water and don't know how to swim, and then you know bad shit happens. But like I would learn how to swim to go on Wipeout cheap. I would get my ass in the pool. I'd throw me in the deep end and be like, all right, we're gonna learn how to do this so I can be on Wipeout and jump on the big balls. Because like when you don't have cable and you only have like ABC or whatever, you watch a lot of the same shows, and like Wipeout compared to a lot of the shit on there was one of those shows like for a kid that was pretty entertaining, and adults will watch it too. So it's not like Desperate Housewives or fucking News or some other garbage.
Right.
And like American Ninja Warrior is even more of that, where it's like actual athletes doing obstacle course type shit. And I just, for a period of time, all I did when I had Charter Spectrum was I would use the video on demand and just watch old ass episodes of American Ninja Warrior and be like, man, I could fucking do that. And then like, even now I'm not in like great physical health, but the type of physical health I would need to be in to even attempt some shit like that is so far out of my current wheelhouse of skills that it would be years. But I would love to do it. I also like Survivor was another one.
Survivor's interesting.
Charter on demand and I would do Survivor because I'm like, all right, well, I'm not good at the physical shit, right? Like I'd lose every challenge, but the social stuff and the voting off shit, like that's prime game show, like fucking shit that I would love to do. But I would have to learn how to swim and have to learn how to carry stuff and make a fire and like all that shit.
Yeah.
But like it's still even Survivor's the type of thing where I would love to before I die be on Survivor and just fucking go ham. I would love doing that.
I've never seen Survivor.
I know so much fun.
It looks really
so much fun.
A lot of the shows that I think I watched growing up actually were a lot of these like game show type things. They're very entertaining.
I'm still into that now. I'm all about the game shows and tournaments and all that shit.
Yeah, it was fun to rewatch that season of Fear Factor. I might watch more actually. But
and that was right around too where like reality TV was the big shit.
Yeah.
So like there would be all these game shows and be like, this is your mom's game show. These are real people doing doing larger than life stuff. Where are you going?
I don't know. What am I doing?
Going to the PC, I thought.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
That heal.
That's a good idea. We gotta go to
There's technically a couple of more boys at the cycling road, but like if you want to do them or not do them, that's cool. The main boys were just up top.
Yeah, we got a good bit of them. I think I'm cool with it for now.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go back later and do that off camera or something.
All right. We got a couple of levels out of it.
Yeah. Now a lot of those shows I watch are like reality and kind of game show type things with my parents. And like I mentioned it before, I've seen a lot of American Idol, those first few seasons.
That was just what was on TV and what was popular at the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like I'm not turning on fucking Fox to see a new episode of 24. I want to fucking, I want to see the goofy ass real life game show that my dumb kid brain was like, yes, this is epic.
Silphco is in Saffron?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We do Silphco and then we do the gym. I think.
Sweet.
We've done everything else surrounding it. We should be able to get into Silphco by now, hopefully.
I hope so.
Oh, cool. We can. Awesome.
Snore. Ha, he's taking a snooze.
Hype. Here we are.
Hey, Silphco. This is hype.
Team Rocket's taking it over. We gotta fucking stop him and clear them all
It's
out.
all complicated words and numbers that don't make sense.
Mood.
That's great. I'm just looking around the little place. All right,
No, yeah.
all right.
This place
cozy.
is there's like elevators, key cards, locked rooms, floors you gotta go back and forth, 1,000 battles, and then the Team Rocket boss at the very end.
Oh boy, that's hype.
So this will take a while. This won't be all this episode. It'll probably be the rest of this episode and then the next one before we fully clear it out.
For sure. Who should
and
we
I might
start
get a guide
with?
too.
Because Starscream is 40.
Yeah. Whoever you want, honestly.
Okay.
I would keep Pinasihi in the back for now until he got close to 40.
Agreed.
But Bra would be good. Peek at You would be good.
Yeah.
Just kind of catching up these guys to 40, basically. Like when they get to 40, then move out the next one.
For sure. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I definitely think like as we go on, we're gonna kind of wean off of Starscream and Glock until we like need them.
Yeah.
And then get the rest of these boys up to 40 because we want a pretty balanced team, and right now we're kind of like at an 8 level gap between our strongest and our weakest.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
Which is not ideal. But I'm glad you did a little bit of grinding though, because it would have probably been a lot worse for some of these boys.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Man. No, I definitely want to do something like American Ninja Warrior when I'm older as well. I think I honestly I'll be 100% real with you. One of the things I want to do in like the next decade, considering, you know, it's getting close to the end of 2019 and like
Right.
thinking of the next decade, I want to be in shape and I want to like actually be somewhat athletic. I think
You want
that
to just
would
get ripped.
be great. Not ripped. I don't.
Fucking bodybuilders that coming up. What's up, gamers?
It's all
You
Chads.
fucking. It's your man, Swole Snyder Productions here.
Still on everybody's mom. Everybody's.
What's up? Bodybuilding every day, bro. We're changing this gaming channel to a fucking weightlifting channel, bro.
That'd be epic, honestly. you joke, but like,
Yeah.
it was like the completionist had a little bit of like a bodybuilding thing going on or a little bit of a exercising thing, and I wished he would have done more with it.
I do too. I love that show.
I get it. I completely get it. Oh.
And there's teleporters.
What? I'm gonna fuck with that later.
This place is a maze, I'm telling you, bro.
I'm gonna fuck with that later.
Yeah.
Gonna take this thing one floor at a time.
Absolutely. I might get a map up later too.
That might be a good idea.
But no, like I would love to just in the next decade, just maybe if not swole, be like in shape and be like happy with my body and where it's going and shit like that.
Exactly.
Not feel like I'm wasting away eating junk food. And the health challenge is definitely a good start to that. But like, clearly I need to be doing a little bit more than walking 10 minutes a day if I want to get my body into tip-top shape. And eventually too, like what I worry about is this shit's like kind of easy now because we're in our 20s, right?
Exactly.
I don't want to be 30 and still not be in shape because at that point I'm not gonna have the energy or effort to try and fight back anymore, and I'm just gonna be that fat 40-year-old man being like, well, I tried and I can't do it anymore because my body's given up on me.
I read something.
I hate that.
Yeah, I read something not too long ago. It was talking about like how when you're in your 20s, your brain hasn't fully 100% developed. So everything is still very malleable, and like you can start a bunch of different habits and learn a bunch of new things, and your brain is still 100% cool with that. But once you start getting in your 30s, you get a little bit older, you can still do new things and new skills and shit, but it's a lot more difficult because your brain is just like, okay, why would I need to do this? We've done gone this far without doing that. What's the point?
Absolutely.
It's a little frustrating because I keep being told by everybody, you still got time to do everything. And it's like, yeah, true. But there is a little bit of a, there should still be a little bit of urgency to certain aspects of your life. I think early on.
Absolutely.
So.
Like, don't they tell you as a kid, like, if you had start saving when you were like 5, like a penny a day, by the time you were in your 20s or 30s or whatever, I don't know if it was a millionaire or if it was financially well off or what the phrase went like exactly.
Yeah.
But like, if you build the habit from such an early age and that ends up sticking, you'd be way ahead of the curve. And it's like, man, imagine if 5-year-old Aden cared more about like exercise or saving or maybe not video production, but like creative endeavors, right? Like, for a 5-year-old, right? Like, obviously not full blown shit, but shit like that. It's like, right, there's all these piano prodigies because they start playing at fucking 3 and then master that shit by the time they're 9. Meanwhile, boomer me, like, I don't know what a piano, like, I need, or learn a language or all sorts of shit. And we can still do that, absolutely, but like, by the time we're 30 or 40, I don't know if I'm going to be willing or even down to.
I get it. I really wish that I had the opportunity to learn piano and another language as a kid. Like, that is definitely something that, like, if I could go back and change anything, it would be something along those lines.
That'd be cool.
But, yeah, no, the older I get, like, as much as I would love that, I really kind of wish that I had been pushed a little bit more to do to be in shape and exercise and all that kind of stuff.
For me, it's like swimming. If like they had taught baby me how to swim, Like
Right.
modern Aiden wouldn't even give a shit about the water, right? Like I'd be like, oh, baby me got this mastered, you know, whatever. There's like mommy and me swimming classes, teach your
Right.
baby how to swim, and I'm over here like 20, be like, water, lol, no, I'll
Same,
fucking
actually.
float. All right.
I tell you about the time I almost drowned.
There's always a good drowning story.
Yeah.
Everybody always has a good drowning story. Go ahead.
I think it was senior year of high school. Actually, it's over like the summer for that college access program, and we chilling at a lake, and homie in a little, I'm in like a little raft type thing in the lake, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and try to swim. I don't remember the last time I tried to swim, but we're gonna try. And next thing I know, I realized, oh, wait, I don't think I can swim. And so I'm like, oh, I'm trying to stay up. Oh, there's some water in my mouth, and somebody like gets me and puts me back in the fucking raft. But yeah, that was fun.
He disabled it.
Okay,
You're gonna have to
nice.
pick a different move.
Fun. It's fun. I don't think I've used a whole lot of these other ones anyways, so gives me a chance to try different things.
Experiment. Try some new shit out. That's wild.
Yeah.
Usually if I have near-death drowning experiences, it was always like kid me, and it was at a pool with like a neighborhood type shit, and then some parent would be
Right.
like, yo, your kid ain't looking like he drowning.
Yeah. I wish I could swim better. I can kind of do it now, but it's not something that...
I feel
I
confident in. Like, don't
Yeah.
test me.
Plus, again, the whole kind of being fat thing is
Mm-hmm.
not an incentive to go into a pool, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's fat that floats. Muscle is what drags you down.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so we're getting through Silpco, everybody. We're out here.
One gamer at a time.
One pippity poppin' battle at a time. It's so
Exactly.
weird coming off of Sword and Shield and like going this far back
Oh, I see.
that like there aren't that many like battles or really like heavy exploration areas in Sword and Shield. The wild area is like a huge exception, but for the most part, like routes and buildings typically aren't going to be this long catacomb with 30 trainers or whatever. And it's like part of me misses that, and I'm like, man, there should be a lot more stuff to do here. But then part of me remembers how much of a hassle this shit was and appreciates the more kind of casual, laid-back nature of it, where I don't have to fight 30 dudes to get to the next town. Another floor, baby.
I'm really looking forward to like playing Sword and Shield eventually, because it looks like a really fun chill time.
Motherfucking scientist BU. BU.
You and bruh.
Oh, bro, about to get a level.
Oh shit. He is. There we go.
We out here. We out here making
Let's go.
plays.
Oh,
We out here making money moves.
that is my favorite song by hip hop artist Cardi B.
Have we made that joke before? I feel like we have in one of these episodes.
Money
somewhere.
moves?
Yeah.
I feel
feel
like I
like-
joked about that a good bit.
Yeah.
Like 2017, 2018.
Well, that's when we started the series, right? 2017. That's how old this series is.
Was it 2017? No, 2018.
It was 2018.
No,
I'm
was
joking.
it? Okay.
I'm joking. It's 2018.
I don't remember anymore.
It hadn't been that long. We
That
hadn't been doing that
scared
for
me.
2 years.
Fuck.
We've only been doing it for a year
2017.
and 2 or 3 months. So
Yeah, it feels like a lifetime.
wild.
Indeed.
But no, I've had a lot of fun with the series, despite it like taking forever. Like each time we do a little bit more of this, I'm like, man, forgot how much fun this shit was.
Right? It's like, oh, we should probably do more. We should probably.
ideal.
Yeah. It's
I
just
would love
hard
to-
because we both have like so much going on and it
Oh sure.
becomes an issue. But no, it's definitely been fun.
I would love to do another Pokemon game somewhere down the road. Maybe not like right after this, but
Definitely.
to me, like the format really allows for us to just have any kind of conversation we want, and you can just kind of turn your brain off and kill Pokemon.
Exactly. Yeah, because I'm definitely turning my brain off while I pay attention to these battles.
Yeah,
Like, oh, let me press the same button 12 times.
that's RPGs for you.
Yeah, that is. Pokemon's weird because I think I could really love this series, but it's definitely a little bit more of a casual game overall.
Oh, sure.
In that I just kind of walk around and press the same button. Don't
Press
really
some
have
buttons
to.
on it.
I mean, to master it, I need to pay more attention for sure.
Right.
But,
And that's why like the competitive stuff there, the typing stuff and
yeah.
gym battles and Elite Four and like big fights are there to kind of get you to think a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time it is just like, all right, well, I have one fucking overpowered dude, and then you're gonna die, and then that's that pretty much.
Speaking of,
But different games definitely, as it goes on, get a little bit more interesting in terms of challenge, and then others go way easier. So
yeah,
there's a lot of variation depending on what you're looking for.
I've thought about I might still get Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee
Sure.
and check it out.
It's just this, but prettier and a bit more casual.
Yeah,
If you can beat this, you can beat Let's Go pretty easily. So
exactly.
Team Rocket Grunt defeated.
He really do be defeated.
I guess we'll stop here. We just
I
hit
think
33.
so. Yeah.
Next time, more Silph. Will we finish it? Let's hope so. I mean, well, we spent like 4 episodes on Rock Tunnel, so maybe not.
I forgot about that.
Who knows? Honestly.
Oh.
Bye-bye, gamers.
Peace.